A navy can be a green water navy or a blue water navy. Now, Indian Navy has officially become a blue water navy. However, the strengthening of the navy does not end, and India has further strengthened its navy capacity with the induction of 3 ships, as a result of which they are in news. So in this video we will discuss about these 3 ships because they are completely different. So what does each ship basically brings with them? How does it improve India's capabilities? What is the difference between green water and blue water navy? What is the future for Indian Navy? All this and much more is what we will discuss in this video. So let's get started first with the news. So the news is about Indian Navy inducting 3 indigenous warships. Indigenous means indigenously built warships on 21st of June. Now, of course, these were commissioned by our Honorable Prime Minister in Kolkata. Now, what are the 3 ships that were inducted? Please remember these names. Previously also UPSC has asked about the name of a particular ship or any other let's say defense utility vehicle, etc., and they have asked what exactly that is. So you have to remember this. First is IS Dunagiri. Now this is a stealth guided missile frigate. Stealth means it will be difficult to track this or locate this via radar. Second is INS Sanshodhak. Now this is basically a survey vessel, large SVL. And the third is INS. INS stands for Indian Navy ship, INS Agray. Now this is an anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft. Shallow watercraft means can be running, working smoothly in shallow waters as well, where the waters are not deep as such. So these are the 3 INS that have been inducted. Now, what is the significance of this? Now, it will absolutely enhance India's combat capabilities, means to respond to an attack, right? Combat capabilities. Maritime awareness. Remember, there is Sanshodhak as well, which is a survey vessel. So that will improve the maritime awareness and the coastal security simultaneously. Remember, the shallow water is shallow where? Near the coastal region. So that will basically be monitoring the coastal region of India. India having 7,517 kilometers worth of maritime boundary. It's very important for us to guard our coastal areas. Now this induction demonstrates India's Atmanirbharta, that is self-reliance in defense manufacturing. Now over 75% of indigenous content was used in the commissioning, in the basically construction and subsequent commissioning of these ships, with over 200 plus MSMEs involved, right? Now let's move ahead. Now let us look at each of these ships individually as well. First is INS Dunagiri. As I said, it has a stealth capacity, means it is difficult to basically be tracked or located. So what is its role? Its role is the long range naval operations in deep oceans. When you have to go afar, it is good that you cannot be located, identified, tracked by the opponents, by the enemy, even by the pirates. Enemy need not necessarily be a state actor, it can be a non-state actor as well. Then it's a multi-mission warship. Multi-mission means capable of handling multiple missions, capable of offensive as well as defensive operations as well. Now what are the key features? BrahMos surface to surface missile is there in that. Medium range surface to air missile, MRSAM, and sonar electronic warfare system. Now sonar electronic warfare system, the sonar system is also there to identify the other vessels, other objects, etc., submarines also in the ocean. It is also anti-submarine warfare capabilities is what it has. Next is the INS Sanshodhak. Sanshodhak means a researcher basically. So Sanshodhak, it will enhance our domain, maritime domain awareness. It's a survey vessel large. Its primary role is hydrographic and oceanographic surveys, with what it will do: mapping of the seabed, navigational channels, and maritime routes. The key equipment which it has in with itself is, this is important for your prelims, autonomous underwater vehicles, remotely operated vehicles, and multi-beam echo sounders are present. Next, the INS Agray. Now this INS Agray, so basically when we talk about INS Agray, as we have seen, it is there for shallow water. Very important, because see, a depth of water is necessary for the ship basically to be functioning really well. So in near the shore area or other places where water is shallow, it becomes difficult for the ships to move. So in that situation, this is going to help us a lot. Now INS Agray, it's a coastal submarine hunter. It is the type Arnala class anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. Very important feature of it. Now what will it do? Detection and neutralization of submarines in the coastal waters. Okay, so that is the idea of it. Operational area is basically the littoral waters that are there. Littoral water means the water near the boundary connected to the land. That's the word littoral. Near shore regions, ports, naval bases, strategic sea approaches, etc. Key features include, first of all, it is a lightweight torpedo. That is why it will be able to actually be operate even in shallow waters. It is of course indigenous. We have seen all of them are indigenous. Indigenous anti-submarine rocket launchers. It has an advanced sonar system. Again, a sonar system is basically to identify the other objects, vessels, submarines, etc. that might be there. Now, subsequent to the induction of these three INS Indian Navy ships, what has happened is we have got three-layered capacity enhancement. Now, before we move on to that, let me tell you the difference between a green water navy and a blue water navy. Indian Navy is a blue water navy. That means it has presence of it in international waters as well, not just related, not just close to the Indian maritime boundary, but other places as well. So it can, activate or initiate or execute operations at multiple places, even in international waters. That's the capacity we have because of developments like these. Green water navy is the navy which has operations only within the country's maritime boundary. So that is not something quite good. In the present scenario, it is really good to have a blue water navy, which India has. Now, let us look at the three layers of maritime security that we have got because of this. So let us understand with respect to each ship. So INS Dunagiri, what does INS Dunagiri provide? A power projection. It's the projection of our power, display of our power. If you want peace, prepare for war is the idea in the present world. So because of our power, our might, others will not bat or put an eye on us. That is very important. Projection of power. And blue water operations, as I said, remember, it can go far, long away in deep oceans. Blue water operations. Next is the INS Sanshodhak. Now this is going to do the surveys and stuff. So this is going to create maritime domain awareness, means understanding what things are there, what are there, the depth of the ocean, the geographical mapping, this, that, everything will be done. So we will exactly know how this ocean is and how we can expect it to behave, so on and so forth. Still there will be unpredictability, but it will give us some amount of higher certainty. Then you have INS Agray. Now this is a coastal and anti-submarine defense system. You are close to your own border, so that is why requirement of defense is very much required. So you can see that. See, this is more of an aggressor, so this can attack, but it also has the defense capabilities. Now this is something which is basically being used for survey, not attack, not defense, but any defense equipment which is there or vessel which is there, it will have some capacity anyhow to defense and attack. Even to map, you need to be safeguarded from the enemy, so some amount will be there, but its major thing is actually survey. Whereas INS Agray's major thing is defense, because it's near our own maritime boundary. It's not going elsewhere to attack anyone or to fight anyone, but yes, if anyone comes, it has to safeguard our maritime boundary, as a result of which this has a very high defense mechanism. So this is the three layer. What three layers? Defense, attack, and the survey that will be conducted, as a result of which improving our blue water capacity. Thank you.